The movie's chief sharpened his commotion chops with Dismay Films, then at that point in adults-only spine chillers where Liam Neeson mercilessly dispatches enemies. Call It Sarah causes a PG-13 film to feel like a R by scaling ceaselessly or bouncing back from the nastiest brutality, yet allowing us to hear it, or envision it when individuals watch from a huge span. He likewise does it by demanding through activities as well as discourse that people, even godlike ones, get things done for different frequently problematic reasons. A kid's room is loaded up with hero banners and comics, and when a hero and Atom battle in there, they consume DC's most unmistakable symbols such that rhymes with the scenes of the city's memorable landmarks being brought down or pummeled. Commercial. Loyalty to fundamental film narrating keeps Dark Atom focused in any event while it's completing 10 things immediately. The film is loaded with foreshadowings, arrangements, settlements, curves, and amazements, and loaded up with clear-cut lead and supporting characters. One champion is Brosnan, who conveys a moving representation of an unfading who is worn out on seeing the future and recalling his past. Dr. Destiny takes a gander at the people who can live in the present with a combination of despairing shrewdness and jealousy. Another is Johnson, who has genuine acting hacks, however as of late has frequently appeared to be compelled, perhaps scared, by his worthwhile picture as individual's giant. He's really moderate while playing a divine being. He takes a ton of his signals from the screen star that the film statements most frequently, Clint Eastwood. However, he likewise appears to have gained from activity legend exhibitions by stars like Neeson, Toshiro Mifune, Stallone, Schwarzenegger, and Charles Bronson, who comprehended that the camera can recognize and enhance faint quakes of feeling as long as you act with the film, not simply in it, and never against it. The pinnacle is a temporary second when Johnson tells us that something somewhere inside Atom has changed by looking somewhere unexpected and relaxing his highlights. It's perhaps a portion of a second. Not the sort of acting successes prizes, since in such a case that it's gotten along nicely. For what it's worth here, you feel as though it occurred to you as opposed to on the screen. The legislative issues and otherworldliness of the film are similarly as committed and reliable. In any event, when the story plays with Orientalism or consolidates oversimplified Western paradise and damnation symbolism, Dark Atom never forgets about what Atom addresses in our reality: independence, freedom, the chance of recovery and re-establishment, and a refusal to be characterized by any way things have forever been finished. The outcome some of the time plays like the DC reply to the mainstream society tremor that was Dark Jaguar, presenting a center-eastern curved rendition of the Wonder film's Afro-futurist reasonableness and allowing setting to sub for any spot was colonized. Be that as it may, its governmental issues are all the more plainly characterized and less split the difference. Dark Atom is resolutely hostile to settler to its marrow in any event, comparing the justice fighters like group shipped off catch and detained Dark Atom to a unified country's mediation force that individuals of the locale don't need, since it just compounds the situation. The film is hostile to traditionalist, which is considerably to a greater degree a shock thinking about that the history relies on lords and heredity. Dark Atom is a standout and shrewd illustration of this kind of film, shading inside the lines while drawing entrancing doodles on the edges. In its reckless, persistent, overscaled way, Call It Sarah's film regards its crowd, and needs to be regarded by it. The movie's chief sharpened his commotion chops with Dismay Films, then at that point in adults-only spine chillers where Liam Neeson mercilessly dispatches enemies. Call It Sarah causes a PG-13 film to feel like a R by scaling ceaselessly or bouncing back from the nastiest brutality, yet allowing us to hear it, or envision it when individuals watch from a huge span. He likewise does it by demanding through activity